Intuition is that condition of inner connection that comes through the development of an inner relationship to understand what we are, who we are. And also intuition is that brings flourishment as well as understanding of uh, of awareness. La intuición es esa voz de experiencia. Intuition is the voice of knowledge, of wisdom that has been developed from that inner connection and that flourishment of that, like a flower that develops of our soul evolution. Intuition is that constant flow and clarity that comes from that inner knowing that we are infinity, that we're eternal, and that we are uncorruptible. It also comes from that knowing that in our origin, we are pure love, harmony, peace, and that is our natural state, our purest state. And so, how does intuition come to you? How does it come to me, to everyone? It comes in whispers, in colors. It could be steps, processes, it could be decisions for you to take. And really, it is a symbolic, poetic language that is perfectly designed for you and for each one of us. So intuition is really connected to what we like, our preferences. And if you have a special interest that's specific, it's perfectly designed for you to understand and really develop this language of connection. So for example, if you are really connected to the animal kingdom, or you might be really connected to an ancestral way, like for example myself, you might be connected to the animal language. So your intuition is basically connected to the animal relations, to all our animal friends and what each animal represents. So for example, right now we got a lot of birds and they've been carrying little, what do you call, like little leaves and maritas, like wood sticks. I believe they're building their nests. So right now in the springtime, it's time to really prepare the soil for your seeds or prepare your nests for your eggs. So really, it is about knowing what you're bringing forth, what you're bringing into light, into growth. So, and it is really about wondering, am I really taking care of the soil? Does it have nourishment, nutrients, and does my nest, my eggs, is it like going to be holding and warming my eggs for them to be hatched in the perfect time, perfect moment? So this is a message, for example, that's happening right now for us through the birds that are passing through in front of me. They're really beautiful. They're white, and white is about purity. It's about innocence. So it's about really connecting to that innocent nature. And this is what's going to help us to be able to have that nourishment in our soil, in our nests. It's really connected to that inner child, also in the inner purity of as womb keepers, of as a feminine, but also everyone of the feminine nature. Yeah, and our divine feminine within us all. So this is a message for us right now in this moment. The step 2 is really about going from your inner circle of your pets, your family, friends, animals, the neighbors who would come through your window or everywhere you work, to the language of animals in further ecosystem in the planetary scale. So this would be about developing a language, an understanding of a symbology, step by step, of what is each color, each flight, and it really, it can be in terms of your own language, but it also could be in terms of like languages through all of us, human collective. Step three. Step 3 is about developing this understanding of teachings and awareness of collectivity, of interconnectedness, is with the circle teachings and understanding that we're part of an ecosystem where each member is their own unique medicine, and each one of us, we fulfill a full family, a full collective, a full song, and together there is a stronger music melody, and we can differentiate ourselves from the group, but also from that uniqueness, this oneness also extends to the group as a collective, as a one as well. But really it's about how we hold hands, and we each one are part of this collective, this group. Okay, so step 4 is about clarity and self-trust. How to develop that inner connection with yourself, you alone with you, and it really developing a language with, or developing the clarity, this knowing how your intuition speaks to you. This will help to develop this self-trust, and if there's a message and you follow it, and then and it helps you and guides you, then the development of this self-trust continues, and it grows, and it just builds a beautiful relationship with yourself, and that inner faith just keeps developing and developing, and you become a person with discernment to be able to know what is correct for you, and by listening and following those guidances that come specifically to you. So it really is about claiming who you are and how the world, how spirit, God, the essence of the all talks to you. Like what's your style, like the style of music you like is it numbers or colors that really speak out to you. So really focusing on that, it really develops clarity. So as you're listening to your own heart, the heart eyes open, and there's this despertar. There's start waking up, those eyes, opening the lids, so to speak, and there's a flourishment that happens within your heart. And this is a beautiful moment to really be aware of and enjoy, because you're started to be in this space that is a temple. It is a sacred space, a sacred moment, and within that inner communion, inner dance, you'll be able to really allow your life to flourish, allow your soul evolution, and and when you nourish the space, love starts to pour out, spring, and flourish all aspects of you, and you will more and more beauty will come. And this is the beauty way that's spoken ancestrally. It comes from the spiral way, from the inside, from your heart. When it gets awakened like a seed, it starts to spiral out, each petal more and more, and grows and grows, and then from that you receive more light, like from the sun, like a flower. You receive more, even more nourishment, because you're able to like be in this open space. And in this way of flourishment, this is the way to develop your intuition. In this florecimiento, how do you call it? There's no word in English. Flower opening, blooming. That's it. This ripple of petals opening in this blooming way, the sacred way, the spiral way, the number 6. It's the journey from the inside out. Step number 5 of how to develop your intuition is to be really in this awareness and this just sinking in, and be really honest with ourselves. Do we recognize our heart? Because the heart 100% knows. But do we know our heart? And are we in that space, operating, living from this space? So I'm going to give you a practice that has been given to me through the ethers, and then teachers have also poured into it, and it has been developed. So right now I'm going to ask you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes and tune in inside. Start breathing deeply and connecting to your inner realm and to your heart. And this is the first connection, is to your organ. And we're going to connect to the organ of your heart. So it's a little bit to the left side of your chest. You're going to start breathing deeply. Let everything out and relax. As you breathe in, you go relax and breathe out. You're going to start connecting to your organ. Just try to see if you can sense the beating of your heart. Can you visualize your heart? Touch your hand in your chest. Connect to your heart. And that sacred awareness, being in the presence of your heart. Gonna breathe into it. Trying, hearing and listening and feeling the beats of your heart pumping. We're gonna start grounding into the heart of the earth. Grounding, rooting, feeling our roots connecting. I'm gonna also feel where we're sitting down and allowing our bodies to sink in, to like just allow that flow. Centering in our awareness within this space, like going down and rooting. Nice. And if we're really nice and rooted, we're gonna allow and check in to our hearts and see if we can allow an openness. With every breath, you'll see your heart opening its petals. And you breathe out, expanding, open. And breathing in, love. Expanding out as we breathe out, all the petals. Allowing this awareness and rooting still be present as we're breathing out, expanding. And here in this moment, we want to declare that we want to be in this expression, in this connection. Especially now, we want to connect to that central sun, into the source of us, source, Tao, God, how you refer, creator of all there is, Great Spirit, connecting, allowing your heart to be open, receiving of the rays of love. And we declare right this and now that this is how we want to live, how we want to experience, how we want to be living and sensing and opening from that heart space, operation, experiencing awareness. And if you want to add that this moment that you declare and really affirm yourself that you want to connect and develop your intuition, and we can ask Creator to help you, assist you in your journey of intuition, of listening to that poetic language that is specific for you. As you're grounding your heart, allowing this to be. From this moment, I thank you, I honor you, I see you, and thank you for watching. Thank you for practicing with me this spiritual, practical practices. And for listening and for developing your intuition as we walk together this path in the good way, in the best way for us and all planets, planetary, cosmic. And I hope you're great. And I send you lots and lots of love from my heart to yours. Goodbye. Oh, Mateos. Gracias. Thank you so much. I bless you. And I thank you and hope you're amazing.